So the first thing I want you to note is that this is only available if you're filing a Schedule C, and I'm kind of anti-filing a Schedule C, as we talked about in the beginning. But if you are filing a Schedule C, typically that means you're just starting your business, maybe what we call a gig worker, or somebody that's maybe not doing it full time yet. But you are then most likely working out of your house. And if you actually go, I believe it's Form 8829, and the only reason I keep throwing out these form numbers is if you go to irs.gov, and you just put in the keyword, the directions or instructions are literally written at a fourth grade level, the IRS, and not as an insulting, but they really try to simplify. So when you then look at what are the tests, there are so many different tests, and you only have to meet one of them. So yes, would it need to be dedicated, but that's only one of the tests. You don't have to meet all of them. So at the end of the day, what it comes down to is when you're now looking at the square footage of what you're living in, whether it's an apartment, townhouse, or home, then what square footage are you, and I'd probably say that's kind of the most key thing, how much square footage are you using for your home office? And no, it can't be all of it. And here's how we make it really simple, is the IRS has now a simplified formula where for each square foot that you use for business, it's a $5 deduction up to 300 square feet. I'll tell you this, when I first started my practice, I did a big analysis for a client that just came in. They literally lived in a mansion. They had a lot of different rooms that they were genuinely using. Employees were going there to work. And you know what that home office deduction was? $980. And he was like, well, you didn't calculate this right. But see, when you go to actual expenses and do a percentage, most of the time, means 99.9% of the time, actual expenses of using your home for business purposes is going to be less of a deduction, which is all to say this. The IRS has already said, ollie oxen free years ago, fine, take a home office. Here's all the easy ways that you can do it. We're going to let you take a $5 per square foot deduction up to $300. It's a $1,500 deduction. And what I'm telling you is that's the biggest deduction that I've ever seen on a home office, meaning no matter how big your house is, it's not going to be that high. Now, if you own anything else, you're a partnership, C Corp, S Corp, there's no home office option for you. This is only for Schedule C. So there's no reason to be a Schedule C to get this deduction because it really kind of comes out to $1,500. It would be much more advantageous to be an S Corp.